so that anyone who's not able to join us, we can send them a video to make sure they know we're all on the same page for the conference. Let's just wait one more minute. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I'm hoping that you'll all be able to hear and see me. This is the conference microsite. There are a number of different ways to get to the conference microsite. The first one is just to go to cgscholar.com. You must log in to be able to see the full event schedule. You go down to your events here, and you'll be able to see. I'll just show you on mine here. Sorry, my internet's a little slow in this office today, so you'll have to forgive me. You go down to your events there, and you should be able to scroll down to the conference that way. The first page you'll actually, when you go to the conference microsite, is this about page. There is a little bit more information about the conference. If you click on this link here, it will open up in a new tab. And this is what we call the e-program and user guide. It's sort of a summary of everything that's happening at the conference, including a welcome letters and more about our plenary speakers. There is a few pages on the emerging scholars there. So the bio and headshot that you gave us, that if you scroll down, you'll be able to see that there. And then right on the bottom as well, at the end of this document is information on how to access the microsite and all different parts of the conference there. So I recommend you download that. From there, you can, if you have a proposal submitted, it won't say submit a proposal here. Mine says submit a proposal because I'm not presenting at the conference. But if you click that one, it'll say your proposal. And then if you're an online only emerging scholar, actually, or if you're an in-person emerging scholar, we encourage you to upload digital media. This is where you would upload your digital media. So you'll see your profile there. You'll scroll all the way to the bottom of the page and you will upload it. Now, the discussion boards will be open, what day is it? They'll be open tomorrow. And that's when you'll be able to start viewing digital media. We do review the digital media. So if you upload it and you're not able to see it right away, it's either because we haven't reviewed it yet or the discussion boards aren't open. Here's a little bit more about registration for the conference. Yours would just say an emerging scholar registration there. The presentations tab is an interesting one. You can do a number of different things here. Sorry, again, forgive me for my slow internet today. Okay, Rosalie, if you just, I'll put my email. I can see you've just written a message. If you have any questions, just email Tamara and she will make sure that you have that information and make sure it's in there. What I'll do is I'll just put Tamara's, she's the conference producer for this conference. So I'm going to go ahead and find the chat box, which I just seemed to close. Sorry. It's always, and I'm going to put it in the chat. So you can go ahead and email her. We can make changes to that easily if it's just been missed or skipped over or something like that. The following presentations, I'm going to show you how to use this following sort of option tab in just 1 minute once we get over to the schedule over here. But I'll quickly just explain these other ones here. So featured, these are your emerging scholar presentations. It looks like we might need to add a few more in there. So just let me make a note to say that we might not have them all featured. X23 presentations. But there'll be all the emerging scholar presentations there. By theme, say for example, you're only interested in the special focus. We have them labeled by theme here, so you can scroll down and see all those for the special focus. If you're interested in only the Image and Society, then you can see all the presentations related to that there. By type. So say, for example, I only want to see the workshops. You can scroll down to the workshop section here. I hope there are some workshops for this session and well, poster sessions, innovation showcase workshops. So you can see the workshops that are available here. Now, I just want to make a note that you can click on the title of these presentations. They are hyperlinks. It will take you to the presentation abstract or the presentation page. You can see here that this digital media has not been added. You can go ahead and request that digital media by clicking this link here. What will happen is you will automatically follow that presentation. The presenter will receive an email saying someone's interested in viewing your digital media, please upload it. And then once they do upload it, you as the requester will receive an email as well saying, this presenter has uploaded their digital media now. So please do go ahead and request it. It really does push people to upload their work. I also want to make a note that these delegates' names are hyperlinked as well. When you click that name, you will go over to their profile page, so you can learn a little bit more about them. Please make sure that you upload your microbiome, your experience, and all your information there, because when people go to your page, they want to be able to see something. I can go ahead and add this person as a peer. You can see what other communities that they're part of, and then that way you can connect with the other delegates at the conference online that way as well. So please do upload your update your profile. I'll just quickly show you how to do that. So if you go to community here, it will take you to your, well, there's actually a few different ways you can get there. If you click on community, it will take you to your profile. You can go down to profile here in this sort of golden bar under your name. You can also go here and yours will look different to mine, but you can click on the account settings to update your profile that way as well. Alphabetical is exactly what it sounds like, except you might want to make note that it's alphabetical according to the title of the presentation. And then this is a search function. Say you, remember that you've met someone and you can't remember the title of their presentation. Or let's just see, Manu, if we go, let's see if we can put tomorrow, let's see. Who are we going to search? Someone. Oh, I know Lisa is presenting. So we can see Lisa there, search her, and we can see that she's presenting in room 2.2, November 15th at 8:40 a.m. So we can go ahead and click on the title there of her presentation, follow that presentation so it ends up in this following tab, which I'll show you here. You can also scroll down, request the digital media, join the discussion board, and view the number of engagements, which is the number of people who have clicked on that presentation page. Special events is exactly what it sounds like. It is where you can sign up for special events. For the case study, if you're an in-person delegate, for the online-only sessions. We do have a session tomorrow, which is a little bit like this, actually, which is an online welcome. It's a little more informal, actually. So we ask all the delegates to sort of say their names and what they're presenting at the conference. We put the link to their presentation pages in the chat. It's a really sort of nice way to get to meet everyone online. Here's the schedule. So now I'm really going to sort of get into a bit more the nitty-gritty of the role of the emerging scholar and how we really want you to be people who are asking questions at the conference, sort of engaged in the ideas. So I'll wait for this page to load again and apologize again for my slow internet in the office today. I don't know why it's this way, and I'm a little bit impatient. So I'll just begin. So once we get over to the schedule, you'll see that you've been assigned panels to chair. Now, if you're an in-person emerging scholar, this means you need to physically be in that room at that time. Each presenter is given 20 minutes to present in a themed paper presentation. So say I'm presenting first and then we have two other people. I present and then we go straight into the next presenter, straight into the next presenter after that. You'll be given signs or some type of method to indicate to them when they have 5 minutes left. And then the question and answer is really at the end of the session. There'll be 15 minutes. If it's a 4-person panel, there's 20 minutes for questions at the end. Do not do the questions. I'll just show you an example. So we'll have Brian presenting first, then Samuel, then Anne. with questions for all of the presenters at the end of the session. You can see there's 20 minutes between each of these sessions, and then our emerging scholar here will be there. So then what we like to do is, so the emerging scholar in this in-person context is there to facilitate questions, but also there to probe. What you might do is ask how their work is related to the special focus, how their work relates to each other. You know, they've been seen together for a reason. What connections can you see here? Or maybe, you know, what sort of, you know, contestation can you see? How are these presentations related? You can open it up to the audience. The image delegates are a really fantastic group. They're not shy. They're eager to ask questions. So don't be worried about that. And then you'll go on to the next session. There are a few different session types. I'll just run back because I feel like I'm going a little bit quickly here. So whenever it says online only and there's a Zoom link, that's when you can access this session online. The plenary sessions will be recorded and uploaded after the session. There is a discussion board to join. And so you can ask any questions in the discussion board to the plenary presenter there, and they will receive a message saying that you've commented in the discussion board. For the online only emerging scholars, Rosalie, we can see that you're assigned to this one at the start, so I'll use you as an example. I hope you don't mind. So you've been assigned to this one. So you're responsible for this emerging identities panel. So you can go ahead and click on that panel. You will see that you can see here that these people have uploaded their digital media because you've got this view digital media button. This person hasn't. So you might want to even go in there today and request that they upload their digital media so that they have a little bit more notice for uploading their work. So what you'll do when the discussion board's open tomorrow is that you'll go in and click on each one of these, view their presentations, which are here, and then you'll go to the discussion board. So you can click here, join the discussion. Now, like we have the in-person emerging scholars asking questions to the whole panel at the end, these discussion boards are also the entire panel. So you can see it's emerging identities. It's not just that first presentation that we clicked on. You might want to ask questions in there that are related, so the presentations are related to each other. You might want to ask individual questions, but we do really ask that you try and ask those first set of questions in the first 24 hours when the discussion boards are open, to let the delegates sort of think of, craft a response, you know, consider what you're saying there in the discussion board. So then what you'll do tomorrow is then go ahead and click on each one of these, view the digital media, and ask questions in those discussion boards. We do have a number of different sessions that are available to the online only. All the parallel sessions are asynchronous, but we do have some live sessions. One is the talking circle, which is on Friday. We also have one which is tomorrow, which is the online welcome and training session, as well as the workshop. If you're interested in Spanish language sessions, you can click over here. You can see, you can just click that. You can view all the Spanish language parallel sessions that we have as part of the conference. If you want to click back to English, you can just go ahead and do that here. You'll see we have a number of different sessions. If anyone has not uploaded digital media, you can request it. It is something that we ask that you request for the in-person delegates as well, because it means that all the online only delegates can also view their presentations, since these are not streamed live. So perhaps what I should do now is sort of open it up. See if you have any questions. I do feel like I sort of zoomed through that on Zoom a little bit quickly. So maybe if that wasn't clear, tomorrow we'll be on site at the conference, but I'll put my email address in the chat when I can find the chat box again, about if you have any questions about your role in the conference and how you can engage in the discussion boards and as an emerging scholar, please let me know. Any questions?
Yeah, I might have a question. I would quickly want to recap. So if I understand it correctly, the online scholars only ask the questions inside the discussion boards. So it's not.
So you need to watch all the digital media, and you can't just, it's not just like, you know, great presentation. We ask that you actually sort of watch the digital media and you know, ask something in the discussion boards. And also, you know, and also request the digital media, but also jump online and look at those plenary sessions and engage in the online live sessions as well. I mean, those are not a requirement because we know everyone's in a different time zone. But you know, the sessions that you're assigned to as a moderator, just make sure that you write questions in those. Otherwise, we think that you maybe missed out on the conference. Go ahead, Rosalie.
I wanted to ask how frequently or what is the
So one thing so we asked that you ask the first set of questions in the first 24 hours. It is an international conference, so everyone's going to be getting, so when you comment in the discussion boards, if they're a presenter in that panel, they'll get an email saying someone's commented in the discussion boards, head over there and take a look. And their comment back to you might not be something that you even need to respond to. So it's sort of like you've got to play it as it comes. But you will get a notification if someone responds to you. So maybe just make sure you go in, and the discussion boards stay open after the conference. So the discussion can keep going. You won't sort of be cut off at some certain point in time. But yeah, just get those first set of questions out. Sort of gives everyone, you know, a little bit of time to sort of craft a response. I hope that's clear. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a really great conference. One thing I do want to add is that we do have an online exhibition as part of the conference that is going to be launched today. And so what I'll do is I'll put I'll put the link for that. Sorry, it's silly. I closed my tabs, which was a mistake. I'll put the link for that in the chat right now. And then what you can do, if I can type properly, is you can just take a look at that. You know, it looks like it's a great group of artists all looking at the work of all responding to the special focus this year. So let me get that link. Jeez, I did have my tab open in just another tab. Maybe need more or less coffee today, one of the two. So I'll just put that in there. So take a look at those artists. And that's a bit of fun as well. And a lot of the artists that we have who have contributed to the pop-up exhibition are actually also presenting at the conference. So you can sort of see how their practical work relates to what they're doing. So that's kind of a cool thing. And we encourage you to submit to the pop-up exhibition as well next year if you're interested, because we do have the exhibition in person, but we also do it online, as you can see. So I want to make sure everyone has time to take a look at that as well. Feel like I talked too quickly, and I want to apologize for that. But we are recording this, and I'm going to send everyone this recording. So if you have any questions, you have my email address. Let me know if you need any help over the next couple of days, even if it's something simple, like I've accidentally logged myself out. Just send me an email. We can sort it out in 5 minutes. So if there's anything there, let me know. But I think it's going to be a really fun conference. I'm a little bit jealous that I'm not going to be in Spain and Tamara's there. So anyway, with that, I'll be in the online welcome and training session tomorrow, which the second part is kind of sort of like what we've just done, is sort of engaging in the conference. But the first part is actually really nice to meet everyone. And so if you can join, please do. And we just it's sort of like an informal welcome where we talk about the themes and things like that. And it's fun because as people introduce themselves in their work, you're like, oh, my work's related to that, or you know, that sounds like interesting things. So
do you know what time that'll be at? Yes,
I'll just double check because I don't want to tell you the wrong time, which would be sort of up my alley. So it is 5 p.m. Spanish time, which I think is right now. Let me just check time. Yep. So it's the same time to that tomorrow at 10. So I'm in Central Time. I don't know what time zone you're in. So it's 10 a.m. here now. So 24 minutes ago tomorrow, if that makes sense.
That's 8 a.m. Pacific.
yeah, 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern if you're in the US. So with that, I might just let you go and reach out to me if you have any questions, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Nice to see you.
Bye.